Hey guys, David here. Welcome to Digital Outlook. Over the last few videos, we went over an introduction to this digital asset space. In today's video, we're going to step it up and start doing some fundamental analysis of various digital assets. This first one that I'm going to show you is, in my opinion, one of the most undervalued assets in this space. So why don't we get to it? Okay guys, so the digital asset that I'm going to expose today is Hedera Hashgraph. Now Hedera Hashgraph is quite interesting because it's not really blockchain. It is a distributed ledger technology, but it uses a different type of protocol that blockchains normally wouldn't use. Hedera uses a proprietary consensus method called the Hashgraph. And the protocol that it uses is called the Gossip Protocol. Quite interesting, in fact. But what I really want to point out here about Hedera is I want you to see down here who Hedera is owned and governed by. Look at some of these companies. You've got Boeing, Google, IBM, DBS, Tata Communications, Ubisoft, DLA Piper. These are major corporations. And these leading organizations are behind Hedera Hashgraph's ecosystem, moving it forward. Now, something else I would really like to show you here is Hedera Hashgraph is known as a third generation distributed ledger technology. So it's not really blockchain. Here you have Bitcoin. Bitcoin being the first generation. Has 3 transactions per second. The average fee for each of those transactions is about $22.57. It takes 10 to 60 minutes to confirm a transaction, and it uses a significant amount of energy to do it. Now, Ethereum came out. They were a second generation distributed ledger technology, blockchain based, and they have 12 transfers per second. And it costs an average fee of $19.55 for each transaction. And now it can take about 10 to 20 seconds to settle, and it still uses a significant amount of energy. With Hedera Hashgraph, it has 10,000 plus transactions per second, and the cost is 0.0001 of a cent to do it. And they finalize within 3 to 5 seconds and use barely no energy. That is absolutely significant when you consider how this space is developing. Now, something else that Hedera is getting involved in is the smart contract space. Now, if you don't know what a smart contract is, here's a quick definition. A smart contract is a self-executing contract with the terms of the agreement between the buyer and seller being directly written into lines of code. The code and the agreements contained therein exist across a distributed, decentralized blockchain network. The code controls the execution, and transactions are trackable and they're irreversible. Smart contracts permit trusted transactions and agreements to be carried out among disparate, anonymous parties without the need for a central authority, legal system, or enforcement mechanism. So when you consider how vital smart contracts are in this new space, and you've got IBM, Google, Chainlink Labs, all these tech companies working with Hedera to bring this about, you can see how Hedera is going to have a huge footprint going forward in this ecosystem. Now, Hedera Hashgraph was actually developed by Lehman Baird and Mance Harmon. Now, Lehman Baird, this guy is a PhD in computer science, and he goes about doing a lot of various talks on Hedera Hashgraph at various places. Well, one of the ones that I found quite interesting to see is Lehman Baird is over here and he's having a discussion with the World Economic Forum. And then you see on the World Economic Forum, you see a page dedicated to Hedera to explain what it is, saying Hedera is a decentralized enterprise-grade public network on which anyone can build secure, fair applications with near real-time finality. The platform is owned and governed by a council of the world's leading organizations, and it goes through those. But I find it interesting there that it's on the World Economic Forum, considering the fact that they have a global agenda of integrating this blockchain type technology into the world's new financial system. And with that being said, I want us to take a look over here at compliant ISO 222 cryptos that will see a boom in 2022 with Swift adoption. The ISO 222 standard does threaten to get in the way of some cryptos. There are a number of experts who believe adoption of the standard will get in the way of cryptos like Bitcoin and keep them from becoming ubiquitous as international money transfer plays. However, that's not the case for a handful of ISO 222 cryptos. There are 5 digital currencies that adhere to ISO 222's compliance requirements, making them apt plays for the year to come as Swift adopts the format. 2 cryptocurrencies are not just compliant with ISO 222, they are members of the ISO 222 standards bodies. These are Ripple, XRP, and Stellar Lumens, XLM. Ripple is the first of the 2 to be added to this body, opening up standardization for distributed ledger technology. Stellar is a part of this body through IBM, which uses Stellar to underline its stablecoin issuing operation. Now remember, IBM is also an investor in Hedera Hashgraph. Well, listen to this. Other cryptos that are compliant with ISO 222 include XDC, IOTA, and Algorand. What ties all of these cryptos together and differentiates them from non-compliant cryptos is their focus on streamlining international wire transfers. As such, they are some of the earliest adopters of the ISO 222 standard, seeing that it is rapidly growing in support from institutions. In addition to these 5, there are 3 more cryptos rumored to be compliant, but these cryptos are not yet officially listed as such. These include Hedera Hashgraph, Quant, and Cardano. Well, they haven't been listed yet, but you can see these major corporations like Google and IBM and all these other corporations that are already working with the ISO 222 standard. It won't be too much longer, in my opinion, that Hedera Hashgraph will be confirmed as one of those ISO 222 compliant assets. So guys, here's just a breakdown of the Hedera ecosystem. Here are the token issuers, Diamond Standard, Entrust, Everywhere, Taskbar, some exchanges. There's Bittrex, Upbit, Zampool. We know they're on Binance as well, and some other ones. Standards and system integration. So here's IBM, Envision, Interwork Alliance, Explorers, there's Dragonglass, Kabuto, and we also got council members. Again, those are the governing councils. So you got Boeing, of course, IBM, DLA Piper, Google, LG, Avery Dennison. Up here, these are the wallets and custody providers. So you got Ledger, you got the MyHBar wallet. This is the Bread wallet here. So you can see they have a very vibrant ecosystem, and this is only going to get bigger. So here's an interesting article. It actually was published June 1st, 2022. It says here, altcoins to watch out in 2022 for superb gains. Hedera, HBAR, Internet Computer and Firepin token. Hedera, Internet Computer and Firepin token have attracted the most interest among all accessible cryptocurrencies because they represent the future of cryptocurrencies and the blockchain. These 3 coins are interesting. This article will discuss what distinguishes HBAR, ICP, and FPRN and why we feel they will be profitable long-term investments. The HBAR token of the well-known Hedera network is an additional well-known Web 3.0 solution. HBAR intends to inspire a new generation of linked blockchains with indefinite scalability and faster transaction processing. Last year, Filecoin and Hedera launched a collaborative endeavor to enhance Web 3.0 interoperability. It provided subsidies to project owners who had innovative ideas and solutions. The HBAR token remains one of the most popular options among cryptocurrency investors. So I found that interesting considering it was just done on June 1st. So at this point, guys, I have a little video here from Hedera where they explain what their strategic outlook and vision is going forward. So why don't we watch that?
We are in the dawn of a new decentralized era, where people who don't know or trust each other can securely collaborate and transact online without the need for an intermediary. For distributed ledgers to go mainstream and enable this vision, there are 4 issues that must be addressed: speed, security, stability, and governance. Hedera Hashgraph is the enterprise-grade public network that addresses these challenges. The underlying Hashgraph consensus algorithm offers speed and scalability, fair ordering, and best-in-class security for mission-critical applications. Hedera is a platform built on and built for trust.
You need a governing concept. And because blockchain systems are about trust, well, somebody has to set the standard for trust.
Hedera aims to achieve a truly decentralized governance model. The Hedera Governing Council is an elected group of highly diversified, leading global organizations, committed to supporting the development and growth of the Hedera public network. Comprised of the world's most innovative companies across different industries and geographies, the Hedera Governing Council will chart the path for the Hedera platform and public network. Their responsibilities include hosting and maintaining initial network nodes, establishing a governance framework for global markets, and overseeing the software run by hundreds of thousands of nodes at scale, and for the overall direction of the Hedera platform's codebase.
We decided to join Hedera Hashgraph, but not only join, but being a counselor on the Hedera Hashgraph network, because it's important for us to influence the future roadmap.
The Governing Council will play a crucial role for this emerging sector, creating the best practices and guidelines that will serve the industry for decades to come.
But we're all going to be able to get together and share that sort of global best practice knowledge on a series of interesting and challenging questions about the future of this technology and how we can help frame a governance around it.
Hedera Hashgraph goes beyond blockchain with a fast, fair and secure distributed public ledger governed by the world's leading enterprises and made for developers, creating a trusted and empowered digital future for all. What future will you build?
So guys, here I have H-bar chart up on Binance, and you can see H-bar is trading at 8.85 cents. Now, if we were to actually measure from its all-time high back in September of 2021 and drop this down and bring it all across, let's just bring this all across right here, we can see that H-bar had an 87% drop. Now, traditionally, in these corrective phases of a market, that's about as low as what you're going to go. We may go just a little bit lower, but I think we're right close to the floor. Let me show you something else here. So let's do an Elliott wave count. And so here's our one wave right there. Here's wave 2 down. Here's our wave 3 that we got that brought us to that all-time high. And what are we working on here? We're working on a wave 4, a massive corrective wave 4. And I suspect we're very, very close to the floor. And from there, we're going to have this humongous wave 5 breakout. That's what I'm expecting. Now, another thing I look at over here is the relative strength index. And every time we're down below here, what happens? Boom. Up we go. Here we are again, down on the floor. Boom, up we go. We've had a double dip here, and now we're breaking out of it. And my guess is we're going to actually move up. We're going to get this wave 5. Now, that's how I see the chart for H-bar. And so this is just what the charts are telling me. It's not financial advice. But guys, my opinion is that Hedera Hashgraph is probably one of the most undervalued assets in this entire space, trading at under 10 cents. Even if it went to its all-time high and we got rejected from there, Even at that point, that's almost a 500% increase from where we are right now. So guys, this is the video that I have for you today. And just to reiterate that I'm not a financial advisor, and this is for information and entertainment purposes only. But if you found value in it, please hit the like and subscribe, let your family and friends know. And in the meantime, and in between time, stay safe and be blessed. And I'll catch you in the next one.